that I think is where I really learned to sell something. Because if you've never learned to sell, and it's a skill that isn't taught, it's a skill that no school says, hey, we have a sales degree. It's just one of those things that is in such high demand, but nobody really knows how to do. And I stumbled into this because if you've ever sold anything in a grocery store, it's really tough. And, the buyers, they all have independent buyers, like for health and beauty and for the meat department and for snack foods. You got to go find that snack food person, track them down in the store and haunt them just continually. Hey, here's my product. Yeah, look, dude, get it. Look at all the Frito-Lay products here. Why would I need a popcorn? Well, you have to be able to, in about 15 seconds, get your point across. And I learned a couple of things with that is that you really better know your pricing and your costs and how to get and hit the hot button for that buyer in like 30 seconds. And here I was, in my suit and tie, and the guy's like, what are my margins if you give me an end cap and you do a full display on the Super Bowl and I need a target of at least 35%, what's my cost per case? And I'm like this.
Good questions.
Yeah, really good questions. And I'm glad you asked those. Yeah. I'll never forget the guy at No Frills that threw me out of the store. Not literally, but pretty darn close. Just saying, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're talking about. You're wasting my time. Out.
Wow.
That was the end of our meeting.
Did you end up getting into No Frills?
We did, yes. Yeah, because I just kept coming back. I said, I got your answers. And he's like, I don't need a popcorn. Out. Okay. And I'd see him outside, and he's taking a break, and I'd say, hey, how about just try the popcorn? I hate popcorn, but you're not your typical consumer. Out. 6 times that happened before he's like, look, if you'll just let me sample it with some customers, and if they like it, great, you're in. So the perseverance to just be able to say, I'm going to keep going at this, because I know it's going to work. I think it's just is such relationship building with the ultimate decision maker. And so taking the time to know who that person is and doing some research on them, what makes them tick? What do they like to do? Just little things that you mention, maybe about their family, about their kids, about something that they posted, something that they happen to mention in a conversation. Or if you're in their office, you see on their wall is hunting or fishing or football or family pictures. Draw all those things in. And I think what I learned is rarely do you have to talk about the product or the service. You talk about the connection and the relationship, and you build that. Because if you lead with, here's our product and here's the margins and here's how much money you're going to make, they kind of look at you like, I don't know, there's 1,000 other products right behind you. I really don't care. But wow, I've developed this relationship with Steve here, and he's such a great guy. And oh yeah, he happens to sell a popcorn product, but you just have that edge. And when they see you coming, they're happy to see you. Versus like, oh my God, here they come again, go away. And so I always led with the products and the margins and the this and the that. It didn't dawn on me. They really didn't care that much about that. They cared that it was a high quality product delivered with great service and by a person they could sit down and have a beer with.